Somebody is raising the hand. Kuna mtu anainua mkono. So I'm waiting for some people to join. So that once we are enough quorum, we can start. Anyone want to ask something? Because I want us to do a new topic here called the binomial expansions. Or else you can call them binomial expressions. Hello. I think we can start. We can now start. The quorum is okay. Can start. I want us to deal with this topic called binomial expansion. Binomial expansion. Binomial expansion. This is what I want us to deal with. Binomial expansion. So I hope you have written that. Binomial expansion. Binomial expansion. I can see that people are still joining. It's good to start at that point. Binomial expansion. That's where we're starting. Binomial expansion. It's a Form 3 topic. I want to start it. This is a very examinable topic. And we can simply start. Let's see. Enough quorum. Can now do it. Binomial expansion. I do now quorum. Winston. So binomial expansion. Good. So I want to undo this. Can write binomial expansion. Write again. I want to organize my board properly, the whiteboard. Binomial. Binomial expansion. So if you're given, I'll simply go to what we call, I'll start with a very simple equation. A very simple equation here. If you're given an equation like this, if you're given an equation like x x plus 2 squared, this will be, you take your x, you take your x, you take your x plus 2 plus 2 into x plus 2. Okay. So you open, you get x squared. So you get x squared plus 2x plus 2x plus 4. So the final answer will be x squared 4x plus 4. You have to open this 5 times. So it equals x plus 2 1, 2, 3, x plus 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, again x plus 2. So we're still joining and try to beat them. X plus 2. Imagine opening all these 5 times. You'll stay there forever. So out of that problem of opening very long brackets, there's a new way of opening this long bracket. And it brought this idea of binomial expansions. Binomial expansions are normally opened like this. So if I tell you to open those brackets one by one, you'll get a very hard time. In fact, I'll find you there after. I'll go and come back. I'll find you still struggling to open the brackets. So if you're told, I want us to use a general way of dealing with binomial expansions. If if you're given a plus b raised to power like I want to take a specific number a plus b raised to power raised to power 4. So you'll start by you'll pick the first number a raised to power 4 plus a raised to power 4 dot. In this case, you're going to use dot, meaning it will be to a multiplying. Dot means multiplication. Instead of having so many multiplication signs. So if you're given, you take the first number here that appears, a raised to power 4 dot b raised to power 0. Remember, any number raised to power 0 is 1. Plus this number here, a raised to power, the power of the first number goes decreasing while the second number goes increasing. So it will be a raised to power 0, b raised to power 0 plus a raised to power 3 dot b raised to power 1. You can see the second plus a raised to power 2 dot b raised to power 2 plus a raised to power 1 dot b raised to power 3 plus a raised to power 0 dot b raised to power 4. You can see at the end, you will be having b raised to power 4. And if you open your mathematical tables, I don't know whether you have your mathematical tables. You should have them. If you open your mathematical tables, you will find binomial coefficients. But if you don't have the binomial coefficients from your tables, you can also get them using your calculator. I have my calculator here. So if you want to get the coefficients, I want to show you a shortcut way of doing it. You can go to your calculator. Kuna mahali kumeandikwa NCR in your calculator. NCR. Hiyo ni N combination R. N combination R. NCR. C ni kubwa, N ndogo, R ndogo. So if you're using your calculator, kuna mahali kumeandikwa N, then a big C, then R. I hope you have seen that. So for you to get the coefficients to use here, utaanzia na N combination 0. That is 4 because you're dealing with 4. Utaanza 4 combination 0. You're going to do more of that in campus. You deal with that topic in length. You'll come to understand what are these combinations, what are these factorials. Sometimes you're told, give him 5 factorials. You know how it comes in. So, but for now, you're not going to measure so much on those factorials because they're they are covered more in the university. You're going to cover that later. But what you need right now is what I will give you, because we don't have a lot of time. So I'll be a bit fast so that you can get what is necessary for you as per now. Nakupatia ile muhimu itakusaidia kwa mtihani. So you go to n combination 0, that is 4 combination 0. So utakuja weke 4, ufinye hiyo NCR, alafu ufinye 0. So utaandika 4, press your calculator 4, press hiyo C, itakuwa combination 0. You should get 1. So the first coefficient there will be 1. 1, a raised to power 4. Remember, bit raised to power 0 is just 1. Plus 4 combination 1. You start with 0. Remember, the powers are the ones that are guiding you when you're using your calculator. Utaandika 4 na 0. Then 0. Waende kwa second from, you get it. You write combination 1. We start with 4 combination 0, then 4 combination 1. So see the 3 combination ni 4. The power, remember our main power is 4. So we start with 0, 1, 2, and 4 will remain. So if you don't want to do that work, go to your mathematical tables and check directly. So it will be 4 combination 1 to get 4. So you have plus 4 into a cubed dot b raised to power 1 plus 4 combination 2, 4 combination 6 into a squared dot b squared. The other coefficient will be 4 combination 1, combination 3 now. We go to 4 combination 3. You'll get 4 into a raised to power 1, b raised to power 3. It should be 1. So 4 combination 4 should be 1 plus 1. Automatically 1 still be 1. Then a, because we have just said that a raised to power 0 is just 1. So we can do away with that. That's what I'm doing. So plus 1 into b raised to power 4. That is how that we can do together. Simply do to so example, expand. And call it example 2. Expand. Sorry. I'm supposed to expand. I'll use x plus y raised to power 5. X plus y raised to power 5. Haya. Have you started expanding? Expand. Expand. We are expanding, eh? I want to do it for you, so that next one, yeah, I want to do it. So if you're told to expand that kind of an equation, what do? You don't start by putting the coefficients. Coefficients are the last thing to add. So you start by opening normally. So it will be x raised to power 5 dot y raised to power 0 plus x raised to power 4 plus, sorry, say plus the dot. Dot means multiplication. So remember to do that. So I want to at least make my screen, maximize on my screen. So itakuwa x raised to power 5 dot y raised to power 0 plus x raised to power 4 dot y raised to power 1 plus x raised to power 3 dot y raised to power 2 plus plus x raised to power 5, 4, 3, 2 2 dot y raised to power 3 plus plus x raised to power 1 dot y raised to power 4 plus x raised to power 0 dot y raised to power 5. At the end, at the starting, x should be raised to power 5. At the end, y should be raised to power 5. They go exchanging like that. The first coefficient or the first value goes decreasing its power, and the second value goes increasing its power. So at the end, you know what you expect. So the next thing after doing that is to put the coefficient. This is the easiest topic you can get. So you just put the coefficient. I've shown you how to get it. I'll go to 5 combination 0. 5 combination 0 from my calculator. 5 combination 0 mahali kumeandikwa combination, so it will be 1. Do I have to write 1? I don't have to write it. I can either write it or leave it. So, but for this case, let me just write it for the sake of those people who like to see what is happening. So, like 1, x is to power 5. Do I have to write y to power 0? No, that's another 1. Plus 5 combination 1. They start with combination 0 going to 1. 5 combination 1 is 5 plus 5. X raised to power 4 dot y raised to power 1 plus the other coefficient 5 combination 2. 5 you press 5, then mahali kumeandikwa NCR una press hapo chini alpha. 5 combination 2. 5 combination 2 should give me 10. 10 x raised to power 3 y raised to power 2 plus 5 combination 3. 5 combination 3 should be another 10 plus 10 into x squared dot y raised to power 3. Sorry, I've written twice. Y raised to power 3 plus 5 combination 4. 5 combination 4. 5 combination 4. 5 combination 4 should be 5. 5 into x raised to power 1 dot y raised to power 4 plus x 5 combination 5 is 1. 5 combination 5 is 1. I may or may not write 1. So even if I don't write it, there's no problem. I don't have to write any. X raised to power 0 is 1. Of course, any number raised to power 0 should be 1. So I can simply write y raised to power 5. That is how I'm supposed to expand that. I want to bring in another issue, another one. What if now we had a number like 2p, 2q, like that? What if you have a specific number? What do you do? What do you do? Can I clear that? I can clear that. I want to clear that. I want to bring another example where, when you look at this example, I know some people are still writing this. When you look at this example, we have just x and y without any coefficient. What if you are given a number with coefficient? Like you can be given 2x minus half y. No, wachana na minus kwanza. Nitakuelezea mambo ya minus. The issue of minus is coming soon. As for now, I want us to deal with a case where you're given a plus. Okay, we are dealing with a positive alone. But I want to bring in now the issue of a coefficient. What if you are given a coefficient? What if you are given a coefficient? What do you do? If you are given a coefficient, unafanya nini? So, I want to clear this. I want to clear. So, what if you are given 2x plus a half y? Wacha niandike 3x. Half na 2 zita confuse. 3x plus a half y raised to power 4. 3x plus a half y raised to power 4. I told you the first thing is not to bring in the coefficient, it is to open. Start by opening the brackets first. So opening the brackets first. This value goes together with the coefficient. The second value moves together with the coefficient. There is no way you will separate the coefficient. No. Yeah. This 3x will go together. So you cannot say that you including 3. You must include 3. So this is how you do it. X moves together with the 3. It will be 3x raised into brackets raised to power 4 dot a half y raised to power 0. Right? So now y goes with the half, x goes with what? Plus. Raised to power. Now our brackets, you can see our brackets have increased. 3 dot a half y raised to power 1. Right? Good. Plus, remember, you must move together with the coefficient. You can see the coefficient of y is a half, coefficient of x in these cases. Plus 3x raised in brackets raised to power 432. 2 dot a half y into bracket raised to power 2 plus 3x into brackets cubed dot a half y into brackets, remember, into brackets raised to power 3 dot 3x raised to power 0 dot a half, sorry, not 1 over y, a half y. I'm trying to fix it. I want it to fit in that line. Dot half y raised to power 4. Good. We can either decide to open the brackets first, then we bring in the other coefficients of that power 4. That combine the ones we are getting from the calculator. So what is 3 raised to power 4? When we're opening the brackets, what is 3 raised to power 4? 3 raised to power 4 is 81. So this will be 81. This, of course, this becomes 1. So yes, we are leaving it at that. So it will be 81 x raised to power 4 plus 3 cubed is 27. 27 x cubed y over 2. Remember the 2 is there. Now the numbers can, some people are still joining. It's okay. Then plus We open the bracket, 3 squared is 9, so it will be 9x squared. Remember now when you're squaring, another secret here. This half, some people forget to square the half or to raise to power. Whichever power is there, don't forget half. Don't just write over 2. This case, first case here. In this case, I've written, I want to use a different color here. So here, I've used 2 here because it is only raised to power 1. But when you're raising to power 2, remember, even the 2 is also raised to power 2. Therefore, I should have y squared dot, y squared over 4 over 4. I'm insisting on that because some people forget a fraction. You just find somebody writing 2 at the base, and you end up with the wrong answer. We go to the next. Tunaenda polepole ndio kila mtu ashike hiki. So plus, taki tuharakishe, everyone should get it. 3 cubed. No, this is not cubed. This should be raised to power. X equal 4. This should be 1, sorry. Remember, that should be 1. So that is 1, eh? So this is 3x y cubed over, what is 2 cubed? Remember what you are cubing is, the half is still under what you are cubing, eh? It is inside that bracket. So what is 2 cubed? 8. Plus finally, 3, this becomes 1. Because 3x raised to power 0 should be 1 here in Aisha. So we'll be left with y raised to power 4 over, what is 2 raised to power 4? 16 over 16. Now we can now go to our calculators or our tables and get the other coefficients. What is 4 raised to 4 combination 1? 4 combination 1 is 4. So we can put 4 into 81 x raised to power 4 plus 4 combination, sorry, we should, no, sorry for that, should be 4 combination 0. What is we should start with 4 combination 0. So 4 combination 0 is 1. 4 combination 0, we start with 0. 4 combination 0, not 1, is 1. So we should have 1. We have to write 1? No. So we should have 81 x raised to power 4 plus 4 combination 1. 4 combination 1 is 4 plus 2. Sorry for that. Plus 4 into 27 x cubed y over 2 plus 4 combination 2. 4 combination 2 should be 6 plus 6 plus 6. 6 into 9 x squared y squared over 4 plus 4 combination 3 is 4 plus 4 into 3 x y cubed over 8 plus 4 combination 1 is 4 combination 4 is 1. 4 combination 4 is 1. 4 combination 4 is 1. So we should have 1. We don't have to write 1. We can simply write y raised to power 4 over 16. So we cannot leave it at that because there is a way you can simplify. We can cancel by 2, 1 by 2, 2. So we'll have 81. Our final answer is here now. 81 x raised to power 4 plus 27 times 2. 27 times 2 is 54 plus 54. 54 x cubed y What do you go to cube? Yeah, it's true. X cubed y plus by 4 by 2 2 by 2 3, that is 27. 3 times what? 3 times 9. 27 over 2 x squared y squared plus 3 over 2 by 4 1 by 4 2 plus 3 over 2 x y cubed plus y raised to power 4, sorry, plus y raised to power 4 over 16. This becomes our final answer. I'll give you one here. So this is our final answer. I want to highlight our answer. That's our final answer. Okay, that's nice. Any question? Kuna mtu akona shida? Ainua mkono tuone. Before I give you one to try. Nataka niwapatie n mujaribu. Before then, I want to give somebody an opportunity to ask a question. Okay, I can give you one to try. Mko sawa? Mko chonjo? So, nikiona hakuna mtu anainua mkono na wapatie swali mnajaribu. Iko mtu anainua mkono? Hakuna. Yeah, you can see somebody. Okay. Somebody is raising their hand. If I tell you to unmute, you simply ask the question.
Sure. Sure. Can you show us how to use the calculator again?
Can you raise up your voice kidogo? Inua sauti kidogo nikusikie.
Sure. Can you show us how to use the calculator again?
Oh, using the calculator?
Yes.
Oh, sawa. Sasa calculator inatumika hivi. If you don't have your tables and you want to do this, you want to get the coefficients of the depending you're given. So this is what you do. Enda kwa calculator yako. Angalia mahali kuna alpha. Unaona mahali calculator imeandikwa alpha?
Yes.
Chini yake kumeandikwa nini?
NCR.
NCR. Kitu kama hii.
Yes.
Kumeandikwa, I want to use this space. Kumeandikwa NCR. Unaona kitu kama hiyo?
Yes.
If I had time, I could have shown you where this NCR coming from. Because we normally say, I can just write it here simply, but you are not, this is not your level. This is something you're going to cover. You're going to cover it later. Maybe in first year, Kingia campus, you'll be given this. You're going to cover this topic again. I know you are going to take a course involving mathematics in future. So, inakuanga n combination r. It's normally n factorial over n minus r factorial dot r factorial. Although I don't want to take you to this. Like if you're told 5 factorial, what is 5 factorial? 5 factorial is 5 times 4 times 3 times. So like if you're told, if you're given 4 factorial n combination r, like you're given 4 combination 2. 4 combination 2 should be 4 times 3, 4 factorial should be, okay. Do I clear? I can clear this, eh? I can clear my board.
Yes.
Let me clear my board. Let me clear the whole of this. Good. So I'm saying if you're given 4 combination 2, 4 combination 2 is equal to 4 factorial over 4 minus 2 factorial dot 2 factorial. So So it's 4. Like nitaguza tu kidogo, but you're not required even to write anywhere. Hata usiandike. I'm just giving you a hint of what you expect in future. So it's 4 times 3 times 2 times 1 over. Si 4 factorial ni 4 times 3 times 2. Ukiambiwa upatie mtu 4 factorial utampea nini? 3, 4, 3, 2, 1. Minus 2, 4 minus 2 is 2. So this 2 factorial, which is 2 times 1. Times, again, 2 times 1. So 4 times 2, 4 juu tunasemanga, you normally, ukiona ushiki unawacha, kwa sababu hata utaulizwa hii. So ukishika ni sawa. Ukiona ushiki, tulia tu. You don't have to follow. So, but this is 4. I've said, we are using a general method that says, n, natumia hiyo, I want to show you where this thing of this NCR imetoka kwa calculator. N, sorry. Ndiandike kwa calculator ilitoka hapa. So ni n combination r is equal to n factorial over n minus r factorial times r factorial. Unaona? Okay?
Yes.
Haya, so ndo nimesema if n is 2, in this particular case, we are saying our n is 2. Si tumechukua n ikiwa 4.
Yes, sir.
Na r ikiwa 2. Ndio? So tumechukua 4, so itakuwa n factorial, which is 4 factorial, 4 times 3 times 2 times 1 over n minus r. N minus r is 2 minus 4 minus 2 ni 2. So this will be 2 factorial. 2 factorial is 2 times 1. And again becomes 2 times 1. So what do you do now? You cancel whatever you can cancel. So si 1 zote zinaenda, 1 hakuna. By 2, 1 by 2, 1. See, imeenda. By 2, 1 by 2, 2. What is 2 times 3? Utabaki na nini? 2 times 3 ni nini? What is 2 times 3? 6. Sindio? I want you to go to the calculator and press 4. You press 4.
Yes.
NCR, press hapo kuna NCR. Itatoa C hapo juu, N combination 2. Hebu andika press. So unafaa kuwa calculator yako inafaa kuwa 4C2. That is 4 combination 2. Imeandikwa hivyo?
Yes. Yes.
Imeandika hivyo, 4 combination 2. Press iko sign, itakupatia nini? Inakupea nini?
6.
Inakupea 6.
Yes.
So ukiona these things that are in the calculator, si mtu aliamka tu hivi siku moja akaandika NCR. It's the wrong process. So I can be able to calculate for you any other coefficient that you want following this rule, but I don't want you to take that direction. Everything has been simplified for you when you press to. So ukitaka, if you want the coefficients, you just press. If you're using 5, utaanza na 5 combination 0, utapata 1. Kutoka 5 combination 0 na 5 combination 1, 5 combination 2, up until you go to 5 combination 5. If you're dealing with a power of 10, the same thing. Utasema 10 combination 0, utaandika 10, press hapo kwa CNCR, 10 combination 0, 1. Of course, the first coefficient is always 1. And the last coefficient is always 1. Whichever power you're using. First coefficient has always been 1, and the last one has always been 1. Okay? I've decided to give you a hint of what to expect. Ukimaliza ukiingia ka first year hapo next year but 1. Ukiwa ka first year. Next year but 1 ama next year but 2. COVID imechanganya maneno kidogo. Next year but be a first year somewhere. Hata kama ni Harvard. Ni Harvard ama ni wapi? Ama ni UN. That's what you're going to cover. Hii utakuja kufundishwa hiyo tena baadaye. You'll remember what I was teaching you here. Now, I hope that you have the, it's not good to always be pressing the calculator NCR na ujue NCR inatoka wapi. I want to give another example of when a case when you have a negative. You have been dealing with a positive all through. Life has been very good. Lakini now, positive, you are given a negative. Where do you go? Or where do you start? Do you run away? Like I want to give this. I want to use a negative here. One minus y. X minus a half y. X minus a half. Do I use a half or a third? Wacha nitumie that. Tumezoea half sana. x minus a third y raised to power 5. Good. Hapo ufungue macho kabisa. Hii minus, na ukiangalia kwa nitakutuma kwa KMF utaona mingi zinatumia minus. Most of them are putting they put a minus there for purposely so that you can confuse. But I'm sure no one will confuse after you're done with this. Ukimaliza hii hakuna mtu ata confuse. Haya. So, minus una deal nayo aje. From I'll take you back to form 1 where you're dealing with integers. Yes. A minus times a minus should be a positive. Times a minus should give you a minus. So, tutaona. Haya. So, what do you do in this case? I hope everyone is ready. Nataka nisonge na kila mtu. Sitaki mtu aacho nyuma. Haya. Nataka tuende na kila wacha kwanza niandike kidogo pale that I can create more space. It was x minus a third y. Nataka kuandika pale juu. I want to create more space because I want us to have ample space. Chetu admit kijana huyu. Nathaniel Mwangi. Nathaniel Mwangi anataka kuingia. Good. So it was x minus a third y into brackets raised to power 5. So we start our game. X raised to power 5 dot. Unaibeba na minus yake kwanza. But I'll show you a shortcut of doing it. Kwanza tufanye manually, then tuone shortcut. So x raised to power 5. X raised to power 5 dot minus a third y. Kila mtu abebe msalaba yake. Hii minus nini third y ibebe minus yake, ibebe third yake raised to power 0 plus let's use 4. Pana wacha tutumie 3 ndio ikuwe short. Wacha tutumie 3 so that the shorter it is the more you understand faster. So tukitumia 5 wacha tutumie 3 hapo. Ndio kila mtu aelewe so that you can take shorter time na everyone will understand So itakuwa x raised to power 3 dot minus a third y into bracket raised to power 0 plus x raised to power 2 dot minus a third y raised to power 1. Okay. Plus x raised to power 3 dot minus a third y raised to power hiyo itakuwa 3. Amniambi si x inaenda ikishuka. Na kuna mtu mmoja nimeunmute na hajaona hiyo. Hata afadhali ni mute anisaidie. Na kwa mute na uwezi ona kitu kama hiyo. So ni 3 2 next itakuwa 1. X raised to power 1. Kuna mtu nimeunmute hapo. Kazi yake ni gani? So ni 3 2 1 dot negative the third y raised to power 2 plus x raised to power 0 dot negative a third y raised to power 3. Good. Iko sawa sana sasa. Achana na coefficients kwanza, tutaenda kwa calculator baadaye. Wacha tufungue hizo brackets. This one, anything raised to power 0 is 1. So hiyo inaisha. So tutakuwa na x cubed plus minus. Remember there is a minus here. Minus x squared over 3 y. Sindio? Minus x squared over 3y plus minus, when you square a minus, sitapotea? When you square a minus,
Yes.
Minus times minus will just disappear. So hakuna minus hapo. So hiyo tunachomoa hiyo inaenda. So itakuwa x raised to power 1 dot y over 3 squared. Remember, the denominator is also into bracket. So we also square 3 over 9 minus plus minus, because when you cube minus times minus, that will cancel out. We have another minus, so you'll still be left with the minus. X raised to power 0 is 1. So minus y cubed over 27. So minus and a plus, minus will take over. Minus will take over here. So this is the trend. We should start with a minus, going to plus, minus, plus. So the final answer, before putting the coefficients, we'll be having x cubed minus, because plus minus, so it's back to minus, x squared y, x squared y over 3 plus xy over 9 minus y cubed over 27. We put the coefficients. Render 3 combination 0. 3 combination 0. What is 3 combination 0 is 1. I said the first one is always 1. So itakuwa x cubed times 1, so itabaki minus 3 combination 1 will be 3 minus 3 over 3 will cancel with 3. When I put 3 there, it will cancel. So so x squared y plus 3 combination 2. 3 combination 2, 3c2. 3 combination 2 will be 3 by 9. So nikiweka 3 hapo itabaki 3. I'll cancel out like that. So itakuwa xy. It will be xy over 3. And the other one is 1. 3 combination 3 is 1. So nothing to cancel. Minus y cubed over 27. Y cubed over 27. Y cubed over 27. Y cubed over 27. So this is the final answer. Good. Iko sawa? So when you have a minus, I told you I'll give you a shortcut. This minus, ukiona kuna minus hapa juu, of course, you're supposed to have this trend. Minus, plus, minus, plus. So you might, for you to make sure that you're not making any error, the trend should be like that. Minus, plus, minus, plus. Because of course, the first part you should, the power should be odd, even. Because it will start with y raised to power 0. No, y raised to power 1, y raised to power 2, to power 3, like that. And when you have a power that is even, of course, the negative will disappear. Whatever will be left down there will be a plus. So you should have that trend just to test your answer. Always have that trend. Nikupatie moja sasa, nimekuelezea mingi sana. Then I have another, I need a few minutes to explain something concerning a part B of the question. Where can you apply this? Where can you apply? So before we go to the application, I want you to try this. Kila mtu. Mko tayari? Niwape yenu sasa. Expand the following. 3p minus q raised to power 4. Expand that. You're supposed to expand that. 3p minus q raised to power 4. Dakika ngapi? How many minutes? Somebody is raising the hand. Mama ni nani huyu? Yuko mtu anainua mkono hapa. raise your hand. If I pick you, or if I select you to answer or to ask any question, you can. Mtu ameinua mkono hapo? Ryan Gitahi. Imefanyika? Anyone with an answer? Anyone? Hakuna mtu ameinua mkono so far na dakika moja imeisha. A whole minute is gone.
GMT20200728 plus 9p squared q squared plus 3p q cubed.
Aya, bado. Nataka mtu, okay, nimeona watu wameinua mikono huku kuinua. Gari. Is it Lincoln, Gari?
I've gotten 81 bit per 4.
Gotten? Rudia. Umepata nini? Okay. You have gotten what?
81.
51.
81.
81.
P to power 4
P raised to power 4.
minus
Minus
108.
108.
Yes. Cubed Q.
P raised to power 3. Q.
Yes. Plus 54.
Plus
54 plus 54. P squared.
54. P squared.
Q squared.
Q squared,
Yes. Minus 12.
Minus 12.
Yes. P. Q cubed.
P cubed.
Yeah. P cubed. Cubed. Plus Q to power 4.
Q raised to power 4. Let's mark for him. Wangapi umepata hiyo kama answer? Kama umepata hiyo inua mkono. If you've gotten that as your answer. Naona Jeff Nyoro. Richard Simon amepata hivyo. Pia nimeona Derek Mureithi pia amepata hiyo. Frederick Mugo amepata hiyo. Hey. Mark Steven, good. Victor Kahindo, good. Brighton pia hiyo. Nimeona nani? Moses pia amepata hiyo. Kevin. Aha, good. Hey. Kumbe mko sawa. Mutai. Aha. Michael Francis pia ni hiyo. Good. So I can quickly go through it. I've seen so many others. Amepata the same answer. That's so good. Nimeona watu wako sawa. So I can quickly go through it. Nipitie dakika moja ndio niwaonyeshe application. You also need to know how to apply. Because in an exam, if you look at KMF questions, the first question is like this. But the second question is normally given as, or you're normally told, you're told what? You're told, use the above expansion to solve the following. How can you be able to apply that in solving a question? Quickly, I will go through this. So utachukua ya kwanza 3p. Hii inaenda chap kwa sababu unajua umeelewa. 3p raised to power 4 dot q raised to power 0 plus 3p into bracket raised to power 3 dot kuna minus hapo dot minus q raised to power 1 plus 3p raised to power 2 dot minus q raised to power 2. Sio? 1 2 0 1 2. Good. Plus 3p raised to power 1 dot minus q raised to power 3. Sio? Sawa. Is it okay? Then plus finally 3p raised to power 0 dot minus q raised to power 4. Coefficients tutaweka baadaye, wacha kufungua hii kwanza. This is 81 p raised to... Sorry? Kuna mtu anaongea lakini sauti yake iko chini. Leonard, kama ni nani?
Yes. Minus.
Minus itaingia tu saa hii, utaona vile zitakuja. Let's proceed. Wacha tumalizie.
Yeah.
So plus, so this will be a minus. So minus 3 cubed ni nini? 27 q plus 9. Okay, hii ni p cubed q plus 9. Sorry. 9p squared q squared then minus 3p q cubed plus q raised to power 4. Tuweke coefficient mbio. Coefficient ya kwanza ni 1. The first coefficient is 1. So this is 81. Sorry, 81 raised to power 4. P raised to power 4 minus this other coefficient is 4. 27 times 4 is 108. P cubed plus the other coefficient is 4 again. 9 times 4. Is it 4? 6. 4 combination 2. Nakuanga 6. 4 combination 2 ni 6 times 9. Good. 54. P squared Q squared minus the other coefficient is 4 times 3 12. P Q cubed plus 1. 1 times Q raised to power 4 is Q raised to power 4. This is the answer. So sometimes they tell you expand up to the term. If they tell you expand up to the term p raised to power 2, utakatia hapa. Ukiambiwa expand up to the term p raised to power 2, you just use this part only. So sometimes they might make your work very easy. If I'm expand up to the term p raised to power 2, so you simply expand up to where you are told to expand. See sawa? So I want to give you another one, application now. I can see we have a few minutes. Kuna dakika ngapi? Yeah, we have a few minutes. Unaambiwa application. Unaambiwa you're told this. After kaswali kazuri kenye tunaweza fanya. So, using binomial expansion. Andika hii. Using binomial expansion, solve using binomial expansion. Using binomial expansion, solve two. Let me just use a black pen. Solve 2 minus x raised to power 8 to find, and you solve that and use ngoja up to the term x, expand that up to the term x raised to power 3 and use your expansion. So solve 0.98 raised to power to solve 1.998 998 into bracket raised to power 8. Good. Raised to power 8. So up to term x raised to power 3. So the first thing is to expand. So I want to expand this when I give you a question to try. So the first thing is to expand up to term x raised to power 3. So this will be 2, expansion yetu itakuwa aje? 2 raised to power 8 dot negative x raised to power 0. Chana na coefficient kwanza tutaziweka baadaye. Plus nisonge juu kidogo. Because I can see you have some work to do. So itakuwa 2 raised to power 8 dot minus x raised to power 0. Of course that will be 1 plus, mimi nitaweka tu minus. Tunafaa kwenda minus plus ama niweke tu hivyo ndio kila mtu aelewe. Plus 2 raised to power 4 7 dot minus x raised to power 1 plus 2 raised to power 6 dot minus x raised to plus 2 raised to power 5 dot minus x raised to power 3. So inaishia hapo. We're supposed to go up to the term x raised to power 3. So what is x raised to 2 raised to power 8? This will be 1. What is 2 raised to power 8? 256. So this will be equal to 256 plus 256 plus. Amniandikie vizuri sana kwa sababu tutaikope mahali, tutahitaji. 2 raised to power 7 ngapi? 2 raised to power 7
128
plus 128. So itakuwa minus. Itakuwa minus kwa sababu ya minus x. Minus 128 x plus, take a plus kwa sababu the power is even here. 64, ndio. plus 64 x squared minus 32 x cubed. Coefficients, 8 combination 0 is 1. 8 combination 0 is 1. So itabaki 256. 256 minus 8 combination 1 plus 8 times 128. Itakuwa ngapi? 1024. X plus 8 combination 2. 8 combination 2. Wale watu nimeanimate wananisaidia kweli. So tulianza 8 combination 0, 8 combination 1, tuko 8 combination 2. Kwani nilianimate kina nani? 28. 28 times 64. If I'm unmuted you and you're not supporting me, unafaa kuwa ukitoa hiyo answer haraka sana. I should not be doing this work. 1792 x squared minus 8 combination 3. 8 combination 3. Ama wenye nimeanimate hawajui kutumia calculator times 32. 1792 again. Niambieni kama ni ukweli. 1792 x cubed. That is the answer. So now I want us to use that to solve that. This is the expression that you're going to use. That is the expression. But what are we expected to solve? We are expected to solve this. Hiyo nitainini hapa. Nitaisolve hapa kando using a different pen. So tunafaa kutumia hiyo. So this inaandika 2 minus x raised to power 8 is equal to 1.998 raised to power 8. So see 8 is zinaenda zote. So we are left with because 8 is the same on both sides. So we'll be left with 2 minus x is equal to 1.998. You take 2 to the other side. So minus x is equal to minus, what is 1.998 minus 2? Watu wangu.
0.0002.
Hai, iko watu nimeanimate kweli hapa. 1.998 minus 2. Itakuwa 0. Negative 0.0
0.002.
0.
0.02.
0 ni ngapi?
0.2.
0 ni mbili.
0.2. Mbili.
Hivyo.
Yes.
0.02. So minus will go. So x will be equal to 0.002 because minus will cancel out. So you come back to the equation here and replace our x with 0.002. You come back here and replace your x. So stacker is equal to 256. 256 minus 1024 into 0.002 plus 1792 into 0.002 squared minus 1792 into 0.002 cubed. Sawa. So hiyo unafinya calculator inakutolea jibu. So this will be is equal to 256 minus what is 1024 times 0.002? 1024 times 1024 times kuna mtu ameinua mkono. Let me see. Hebu inua mkono tena nikuone. Should be minus. Inua mkono nikuone. 0.002 ni 2.048. Remember this is a minus here. It's just that our board is having some issues. Plus 1792 times 0.002 squared. Takupatia 0 plus 0.007 168 minus 1792 again and 0.002 cubed 0.000 0.1234 14336. Oh, 14336. 14336. So you combine all that. Kuna mtu alikuwa ameinua mkono? Jaribu kutafuta ni nani. So you just simply add that. You use your calculator to add that. Somebody to give me the answer. Mtu anipatie answer. Anyone with an answer? Hakuna? So far? I'm expecting people to have so many questions. Nataka watu waulize maswali sana hapa. Ndio tujue vile kama watu wanaelewa. If you don't have a question, give me the answer for that. There is Benjamin raising up the hand. Victor Mwiti. Tupe nani sasa? Sawa, endelea.
258.0551823.
0.051823. That's your final answer. Yeah?
Yes.
250?
258. 0.055.
No, because you're subtracting. Remember, you're subtracting here. Have you subtracted for the first case?
Oh, no. Oh.
First case in subtraction and nini? Steven, umepata nini wewe? So we're going to delete this. First, we subtract like that.
253.95. 253.
53.
0.959.
959. So it is very easy to check whether you are correct. Kila mtu achukue calculator. Tuone kama amepata. Press 1.998. Press that. 1.998. Just to check your answer. You cannot use this to solve your question. No, Brian McCory is hand is up. There was something, Brian.
I've gotten to 53.952, not 959.
Oh, so 959. Where is your error? You can check whether have you checked what you have written here? What you are adding 256 minus 2.048. Have you checked your decimal place as well?
Yes, but if we had expanded it, maybe not to x power 3, but to x to power 8, that's when we would have gotten 959. But since we have not expanded further, I think that's why I'm getting 952.
Oh, we have not gone. We expect to have a small error because of we have not gotten up to the last value. Did you?
Yes.
So you should get an answer that is very close, although not necessarily exactly that answer. It should be very close to the answer because you have not gone up to the x power 8. Victor Morales, you have something? Morara?
Yes,
Sema, mikono iko juu.
I've gotten 2.253.959.
959.
Yeah.
Hey, kwa hivyo tuko accurate hivyo. Because now where we expect to have an error is other decimals na huko nyuma eh? Oh.
Yes.
So our answer is so accurate. Osman. So we are okay. I want to give you some questions to try eh? Kila mtu aende mwende mtafute mahali kuna binomial expansions, mwanze kupambana na hizo maswali. And I'm sure you'll be getting those answers correctly if you have followed what you have done. You have gotten, you have managed to cover so much. You have covered like everything. I don't think there's anything left in that topic. It's as easy as you can see it. Hivyo tu ndio inakuanga. Kuna kitu kingine.
Combination bana wali.
So iko sawa. Kuna mtu akona swali before we end the lesson because we are almost ending.
Hiyo kitu kuweka combination kwa calc imeshindikana.
Yeah? Huh?
Kwa calculate 8 combination 1 hii kitu imetushinda kuweka.
Unaanzia 8 combination 0, sio 8 combination 1. You start with 0. 8 combination, and I've told you the secret is here. You should always make sure that the first coefficient is always 1 and the last coefficient is always 1. Ukiona first coefficient umepata kama 8, ujue wewe unafinya vibaya. So you press 8 combination 0, utapata 1. 8 combination 1 utapata 8. 8 combination 2 zinaenda zikipanda hivyo tena zinashuka. They form like
yes.
You know how they move? They move like this.
Nimepata.
Inapanda, inashuka.
Thank you.
Kwa sawa eh?
Asante.
That's good. Anybody else with a question before we end? We are enjoying our last minute of the lesson. Kwa dakika ya mwisho. Kipindi ni cha
ending our lesson of what? Video hiyo lesson ni force disabled what? Aijaisha. Mbona watu waongee? Nimesha kuipa macho sio? Maybe. Ni kamera mbaya. Mimi nafikiria naangalia hivi. Mbaya.